Today, I'm going to share with you my personal experience about how these kittens were affected in the absence of their mother Princy, and all this time, what efforts I made for trying to manage the situation. I'm not suggesting or recommending you do the same. For me, these were the only available methods I can use to save them. If you have more resources, then go that way. Princy left the house at 8:30 p.m. but didn't return. I spent the whole night waiting, but when she didn't return by early morning, there was no doubt someone had kidnapped her and she was in a big trouble. I was very worried, wondering where and how Princy would be, and how the kittens would survive without her. I neither had a kitten milk formula nor a kitten bottle. Cat stuff is not available near us, and online orders do not arrive before a week. Cow's milk can be fatal for 6 days old baby kittens, and we didn't even get the goat's milk. There was also a financial struggle because I don't have a job. Well, all I could buy was fresh cow's milk. So, without any hope, we started feeding fresh cow's milk mixed with 4 times water in a very small quantities at 1 hour intervals. We added 4 times of water to the milk to reduce the effect of lactose. We used a human baby bottle instead of a kitten bottle. My mother was comfortable feeding them with the bottle, but I found difficult it that way. I used the finger method to feed them. Everything seemed perfectly fine, but one day the milk spoiled due to summer heat. Still, it was many hours left before we could get fresh milk. The kittens were crying due to hunger, and in such a hurry, we tried to make water out of spoiled milk. We tried our best so that it doesn't harm them, but it didn't work. Their tiny and sensitive stomach gets upset immediately. We were we were afraid that now they will not be able to survive. Luckily, there was Lycopodium 30 in our home. We mixed 1 drop in a spoonful of warm water and gave it to all 3 kittens. It gave them comfort and relief. Lycopodium 30 is actually a homeopathic medicine, and we are used to using homeopathic medicines. After all of this, we only used fresh milk. Oh, the first week was super difficult. Lighty was doing perfectly fine, but the skin from the Brighty's claws started to get a bit rough, and Orange was affected the most. His skin from the claws, from the legs, and the stomach started to damage. All this is a first week story. A week later, the milk formula I ordered from Amazon arrived. I used the same milk formula before for my Shiny and it had worked very well for her, but it didn't work well for Orange and Brighty. Fresh cow's milk mixed with water was doing much better than this kitten milk formula. I don't know what was wrong. Maybe it was due to the environmental changes. Shiny was born in a cold climate area, and this area is a little warmer than that. Because it was not working well, we started feeding it only once a day and start using fresh cow's milk again. I was afraid that it's not a good idea to change the feed again and again because kitten stomachs are very sensitive and doing this can hurt. But by doing this, their stomach got only a little better, but Orange skin was getting worse. By the grace of God, Princy succeeded in coming back. After spending 10 hard, painful days, she was somewhat fine. After a full 3 weeks, the effect of mother's love and presence was immediately visible. Because of Prince's love and presence, all the three kittens recovered completely within a few days. Right now, all three kittens are fully grown up, self dependent, and doing pretty well. I wish no human monster will ever try to mess with them and hurt them.